All right, so I wanted to see if I could solo extreme. I know that there's a couple of people who have already told me that they're able to solo extreme with just assault melee, but I don't really want to go that route, considering that assault melee is, you know, a single unit. You can only use one skill per turn. Yeah, he'll end up like building up a lot of stacks and stuff like that, and maybe get an ultimate off and do big damage, and his amplify card is obviously going to do like pretty good damage as well. He should be able to lifesteal back enough, but from my understanding, it takes forever. Like, it takes a really long time. So we're going to be using this team right here, which should end up doing a really good amount of damage, as well as if we put on lifesteal food, it shouldn't be any issue as far as like trying to just make sure that we stay alive, because we don't really have any healing. I think we're going to swap over to our attack crit set on Margaret just to try to get it over with maybe a little bit faster. We still actually end up beating his CC, so let's just kind of hop in and see what we can do. Obviously, huge disclaimer, this is not free to play friendly. I've already put up a free to play friendly guide on the channel. If you want to and you don't have both of these festival units and Green Gother, then feel free to go over to that video where I use more free to play friendly units. Yeah, obviously 2 festival units on one team is not going to be very accessible to a lot of players, but I don't know. It just depends on, you know, your own luck and what you have in your box and stuff like that. So we're just going to hop right in and see what we can do. I want to try to keep up the Breath of Bless as much as possible, so that way we can just do a lot more damage. From my experience so far, if I can get a level 3 Breath of Bless and Escanor's ultimate at the same time, I can deal like 2.7 million damage just from his ultimate alone, which is pretty insane. So I want to try to build up to his ult as much as possible before Purinpu starts to do some like ult removal or seal cards. Luckily, Escanor can get immunity on some turns, so he'll get rid of the seal, but it just depends on, you know, when he wants to use it and everything like that. So we should be able to get a level 3 up, and hopefully he's not going to do any sealing here. Oh, he actually D-ranks guards. I forgot. Okay, that's actually super annoying. Let's just go for both of these cards, and I think we'll just get rid of that out of hand, because if I can, I want to draw an extra Breath of Bless or another rank up, so that way I can get a level 3, so that way I can pop it in one turn. We did get a Breath of Bless, which is really good. My biggest problem is if he removes Ultimate Gauge from Escanor, because I don't have any Escanor cards in hand. So this could be an issue, because this is going to take my whole turn just activating this. So boom. We do have extra Margaret cards in hand, which would be really nice. If he removes my ultimate, I would imagine that I would probably gain back my, or get some more Escanor cards. The only other thing that's kind of weird about this is I am playing against the time. There's a 10-minute timer on this fight, so soloing it isn't necessarily your best option. I think he does remove Ultimate Gauge with that move right there. God, that's so unfortunate. Let's just use these cards to try to get some extra damage out, because we really need to start working on the health bar as much as possible, so that way we can actually get this done within the time limit. That gold Margaret card actually did 500k, which was pretty impressive, I've got to say. I'm getting both ults here, and I should still end up having the level 3 ult up, or the level 3 Bless card up. So he D-ranks Margaret's card, and it actually removes an Ultimate Gauge, so that kind of sucks. I think that's the seal. No, okay, it's not seal. So let's use this to get her ult back. We're gonna pop this. Hopefully it deals a good amount of damage, and go ahead and use this while we have the level 3 card up. So let's see how much this does. I don't know if I'm going to get the same results. Okay, 1.2, so that'll be 2.4, which isn't bad at all. That's still not bad. Obviously, it's not not my highest amount of damage that I've done with him, but that was still pretty good. If I can just get Escanor's ults over and over and over again, this would be like insanely easy. Unfortunately, he is sealing here, but he's not getting through my immunity, which is really good. Let's pop this, hit with the ult here while we still have it. As long as he doesn't remove my ultimate gauge, I should be able to use this card and the ult in the same turn. I'm not going to have like a crazy high Breath of Bless going on, but it is what it is. I think that D-ranks cards, right? Maybe not. I can never remember because he changes like his phases and all this kind of crazy stuff. That one actually removes the ultimate gauge. Okay, so that's understandable. We're gonna do something like this. This card should deal a good amount of damage. 562k, very, very good. 258k with the Flood. Boom. Another 162 with Gother. We're almost at the halfway point here, which, I mean, I think you can see. I think we're gonna beat this. Unfortunately, our Breath of Bless is going to be expiring this turn, so we're not going to have any sort of buffs for these Escanor cards, but it is what it is. I think this actually might clear up the fight, maybe? And maybe. Flood card. Level 2 Flood card. Nice. All right, cool. So that took roughly like 5 minutes, which isn't bad, honestly. I'm pretty impressed with that. So obviously, I'll say it again, this is not free-to-play friendly because you need 2 festival units to do it. But if you have the units, or if you just want to use Assault Melee because he does work, feel free. But yeah, you can solo this on Extreme if you really, really can't find any teammates to do it with, as long as you have decent units to do it with. So, I don't know. Fun experiment. I don't know. Obviously, the biggest problem with this fight sometimes is that you can't get enough people to join, but it's just one of those things, I guess. Obviously, playing during like the peak hours of the day is a lot easier to do it. Plus, I guess the fact that they limited it to 10 per day, I think if they honestly lowered the cap down further, it would entice more people to join other people's lobbies, so that way they could get this, you know, event over with. The first couple of days are obviously going to be the easiest to get people to join because people are, you know, needing to get the exchange shop stuff, and they want to get it over with as soon as possible. But like later in the week, or even next week if this event's still going on, which I think it is, yeah, because it's 14 days, it's probably going to be pretty hard to get people to join. So make sure that you're doing this as much as possible while you can, as early as possible, so that way you can just get it over with and not have to worry about trying to solo it if you have to. So that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I upload every single day. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.